Can you imagine the world without cement? In 2019, 4.1 billion tons of cement were produced worldwide. However, production capacity reached around 6.2 billion tons, meaning that the world have a production overcapacity of 44%. With a highly consolidated market and transportation cost increase over the past years, production efficiency and energy consumption reduction are key targets to achieve sustainability objectives in the cement manufacturing process. AERZEN is committed to contribute to those targets, doing what we best do, developing new products and service models for our end customers. I'm David Salazar, Regional Application Manager for Cement Application. Today we're going to talk about three main topics. First, we're going to go through an overview of all the possible applications for AERZEN products in a cement manufacturing process. Second, we're going to talk about the turbo, the most efficient technology in the market, now available for the most challenging application in a cement plant. And third, we're going to talk about rental, and a strategic partner for cement operation to support continuous operation. Since 1864, AERZEN has engineered high-performing machines for the industry, bringing the best of German expertise to support our customers. We have developed from a single machine factory into a global player, delivering reliable, high-performing and energy-efficient blowers and screw compressors all over the world. Along the way, we have led innovation in our field of complex and demanding applications and developed several new technologies, not only responding to market needs, but leading it forward. For example, one of the most challenging industries is cement, and we have learned our lessons from the application. AERZEN has presence in 8 main applications in the cement manufacturing process, from which are critical. We're going to start with the raw material process. The first application is pneumatic conveying from the raw mill to the raw material silos. In that application, you can find AERZEN machines to pneumatic conveying the material. Second application will be silo homogenizing. That's very important because when you add the correct materials, you get the perfect mix to have a high quality raw material for the production of cement. The third application related to raw material will be pneumatic conveying from the silo to the preheater tower, if there's one available, or directly to the kiln, depending on the technology used in the cement plant. The second section where you can find AERZEN blowers is the combustion or calcining. There, we're going to have the most critical applications in the whole plant, which are primary air or combustion air, that supplies the amount of oxygen needed for the combustion, depending on the type of fuel the cement plant uses, which can go from coal, petcoke, natural gas, biomass, or even tires, depending on the availability of the fuel. You can also convey those materials pneumatically to feed the feeder and then ended up in the calciner. The third section in which you can find AERZEN equipment is going to be finished cement. Of course, you're going to have to pneumatically convey finished cement from the mill to the silo. Then in the silo, you will have fluidization of the process, so it's easy for the last application, which is packing, and then you distribute cement. At AERZEN, we understand that every challenging application needs a different technology to best fit those needs in each application. We're going to start with the Delta blower technology, which is the synthesis of the successful characteristics developed in previous generations combined with new technical innovation. AERZEN was the first blower manufacturer to design compact units in 1960 and has developed this machine type continuously ever since. AERZEN Delta blower is specifically designed for homogenizing, fluidization, combustion air and pneumatic conveying of raw material and finished cement. With the highest reliability for a 24/7 operation and heavy-duty construction for highly contaminated environments, AERZEN Delta blower operates at a flow rate
from 35 to 8,500 CFM and a pressure ratio up to 15 psi, meeting a big portion of technical needs for applications within a cement plant. Second available technology is the AERZEN Delta Hybrid. It's one of the most innovative solutions in compressor technology and one of the most efficient machines by far in the vast 25 to 100% control range. Delta Hybrid has long been the only packaged unit in the world to bring together the benefit of blower and compressor technology in one single unit, offering savings up to 15%. Delta Hybrid is widely used for fuel conveying applications and operation in cement plants in high elevation due to its higher pressure capacity. AERZEN Delta Hybrid operates at a flow rate from 65 to 5,300 CFM and a pressure ratio up to 22 psi. Our third technology contribution for the cement process is the AERZEN Delta Screw. There are hardly any limits to the possible applications for AERZEN screw compressors. They bundle all the know-how of a world market leader in compressor technology to offer the maximum efficiency and reliability for the most challenging applications. In the cement manufacturing process, AERZEN Delta Screw operates in the finished cement conveying from mill to the silos, fuel transportation systems, and cement unloading system from barges or trains. Performance of the Delta Screw goes from 80 to 5,000 CFM at a pressure ratio up to 95 psi. Now we're going to focus on the turbo technology. With that technology, we can go from 500 CFM up to 8,000 CFM at a maximum pressure of 15 psi.
It's the most efficient technology that we have in the market. And now you can use the turbo technology for combustion air, the most challenging application in a cement plant. Join me to know a little bit more about this turbo technology.
Hello, my name is Joel Shomo. I'm the manager of AERZEN Turbo Americas, and I'd like to present to you the AERZEN Turbo Blower. AERZEN has been supplying this technology for over 10 years in applications such as aeration and fluidization. Turbo blower, or also known as the high-speed turbo, is the latest in the evolution of centrifugal blower technologies. The high-speed turbo blower evolved from earlier technologies such as the multi-stage turbo blower, which creates a pressure ratio by moving flow over multiple stages. There is also the geared single-stage turbo blower. This technology created a similar pressure ratio over one stage by driving a single impeller faster via the use of a gearbox.
Turbo blower is an innovative packaged blower system which offers a completely integrated design for plug-and-play approach to provide variant flow and pressure points through reliable and energy-efficient operation. The turbo blower package contains a single-stage centrifugal compressor. This conveys low-pressure compressed air by a radial impeller-directed couple to a high-speed motor, which allows the elimination of any transmission losses. The key technology of the AERZEN turbo blower is the airfoil bearing. As it stands still, the shaft sits on a foil tightened by springs. A rotational shaft and air cushion forms in the bearing between the foil and the shaft. This air watches the cushion to maintain the shaft in suspension without any need for external source of compressed air. The bearings are not lubricated and the system is absolutely oil-free. The AERZEN turbo blower includes a stainless steel impeller, which offers the durability necessary especially for harsh environments. The rotational speeds of the blower is controlled by a power inverter, specifically designed for high-rise and surge capabilities that other centrifugal technologies may have previously been challenged with. The control panel is mounted on the front of the blower enclosure. It features a display with a water and dust-proof touchscreen interface, as well as push buttons for start, stop, and emergency shutdown. The control panel also provides critical monitoring diagnostic, including air filter condition, discharge pressure, flow rate, inlet and discharge temperature, and power monitoring of the unit. With an integrated local control panel, Turboblower has several control options which can be controlled via local control or through a variety of field bus control options, from easy interface to a plant control system. Currently, AERZEN Turbo technology is supporting mainly water treatment applications with over 1,600 units around the world. And because of the success in such a sustainably demanding and energy optimization industry, it's gaining important attention in large cement plants, as the synergy between the turbo technology benefits and the combustion air application gets stronger as the technology keeps evolving. For instance, let's take the cement Indian market. It's the second biggest market in the world. In 2018, production capacity reached 509 million tons of cement, with over 200 large cement plants and more than 350 mini cement plants. On the other hand, cement production reached 247 million tons the same year, meaning that India reached a production overcapacity of 49%. Considering this scenario, energy consumption and low maintenance cost started to play an important role when considering total cost of operation. Nowadays, with over 50 AERZEN turbo machines operating in primary air applications, the technology is already becoming the first option for this critical process. AERZEN Turbo offers a unique set of advantages for this application in the cement industry. First, the machine is maintenance-free. Only air filters need to be replaced, as there is no mechanical wear when the machine is in operation. Second, there is no oil requirement for the machine, as it operates with airfoil bearings. Third, it features an AERZEN specifically designed variable speed device that is already integrated with the machine, so airflow control is easier and the flame size for the calciner can be adjusted according to the type of fuel used and the process needs. And last, energy consumption is proven to be reduced in combustion air application up to 40% compared to rotary two-lobe blower technology and up to 30% compared to three-lobe blower technology. Now, the third section of this presentation is about rental.
And how rental can be a strategic partner for your daily operation at cement plant. Let me hand it over to my colleague, who is an expert on temporary blower and compressor solutions.
Are you aware of your options when you have a blower or compressor failure within your plant? My name is Scott Warner. I'm with AERZEN Rental and I'm the Business Development Manager. And I'd like to speak with you a little bit today about selecting the correct rental technology and rental solution when you have that need. So one of the keys when you're selecting a rental solution in an unplanned and planned situation is understanding your true flow and pressure need. The reason I say this is because in many cases the installed capacity that you have in your plant, by the label plate on the machine that may have failed or you're doing a preventative maintenance on, may not necessarily be the capacity that you actually need. Many times the process operates at a much lower flow and pressure than what that machine is capable of. In an emergent situation, or again a planned situation, there's a very good chance that we could provide a machine that is much smaller and much more energy efficient to do the process that you have an issue with. This results in lower cost of rental because the machine is less expensive, the energy necessary to run that machine is less expensive and you need less of it, and it also directly correlates to all the other things that are necessary in a rental situation. Let me ask you a question. Do you have a plan developed for when you do have an unforeseen failure or unplanned failure of a piece of equipment in your plant. This is why it's important. If you have the plan developed, there's a very good chance that the solution at AERZEN Rental is 4.4 times more efficient when it comes to energy consumption, and possibly 10 times less expensive in total cost of rental than many of the other solutions that can be provided on the rental market. The reason that we can provide a solution that's up to 4.4 times more energy efficient is that many of the readily available rental solutions on the market are plant air compressors, machines that are designed to run up to 10 bar and compress that air up to 10 bar, only to be reduced down to much lower pressures for applications in certain plants. Our machines are designed to run at these lower pressures. We rent blowers, positive displacement blowers, we rent hybrid blowers, and we rent single-stage oil-free compressors. All these machines are designed to be energy efficient at low pressures and higher flows. At AERZEN Rental, we specialize in solutions for these low-pressure applications, many of which can be found within your plants. We recently completed a project with a cement manufacturing plant in the USA who experienced a failure of a low-pressure air compressor responsible for moving cement from the raw mill to the silos. The installed capacity of the failed machine was set to deliver 2,750 cubic feet per minute at 50 psi. However, the plant identified they could operate at a flow of 1,500 CFM and at a pressure of 35 psi. Not realizing the availability of low-pressure rental equipment, the plant quickly responded and looked for an available two-stage oil-free 10-bar plant air compressor that was capable of the needed flow. The first option that was considered was an electric drive plant air compressor that would consume 50,000 kilowatt hours of electricity at an estimated energy cost of $5,500 per week. Unfortunately, because the electrical service was not large enough, this option was not viable. The next option and the initial solution the customer utilized was a diesel drive plant air compressor that would consume 3,200 gallons of fuel per week and an estimated fuel cost of $12,800 per week. After growing frustrated with the environmental impact and the cost of fuel, as well as reliability issues of the machine, the plant quickly looked for another option and was referred to AERZEN Rental. We quickly provided an oil-free, single-stage, low-pressure, oil-free rotary screw compressor solution with a machine that could be run on the installed electrical service, consuming only 26,000 kilowatt hours of electrical power and an estimated energy cost of $2,860 per week, a 78% energy savings. When the AERZEN Rental solution was compared with the plant initial solution, the total cost of rental was nearly 7 times more cost-effective. And as it just so happens, the machine behind me is one of the 2 machines that we provided for the customer in this case study. In addition to that machine and the other machine we provided along with it, we provided the mechanical accessories. So the pipe, flexible hose, the fittings, elbows and T's. We also provided bolts and gaskets. We're capable of providing the electrical accessories. So in this instance, we provided the cable and the electrical connections to the customer service. We have great relationships with other vendors that allow us to provide more complex electrical solutions in times of need. So remember these 3 things. It's always important to have a contingency plan for your emergent and critical needs. Understanding the flow and pressure of your application is very important in selecting the correct rental solution. And finally, understanding the total cost of rental and considering the total cost of rental and selecting your rental solution is very important. So let's talk. AERZEN Rental can be your total solution provider for your temporary needs. Thank you.
In summary, remember that AERZEN has an application specialist ready for you to help you solve all those needs for different challenging applications in the manufacturing process for a cement plant. Second, always consider the turbo technology for combustion air application. And third, always consider that we have a 24/7 rental team available for you. blower and compressor temporary needs. Thank you.
Expect performance.